Good morning, everyone. Guys, Storm Milton, well, Hurricane Milton is about to hit the coast of the United States. Now, this will inevitably have a knock-on effect to us in the United Kingdom and Western Europe. This always happens when there's a big storm in the United States. It pushes over the Atlantic, and we will get the tail end of that. Now, be under no illusion, this will be nowhere near the ferocity that this thing is going to hit Florida with. But guys, if you live in the United Kingdom, you still need to pay attention and you still need to take heed of what's happening. Guys, honestly, every time I read about this storm, I was reading something yesterday and it was saying this storm is close to the mathematical limit of a storm that the earth is able to produce. Now, the article went on and said basically because of the size and, the size of the earth and the proximity to the sun, there's a theoretical mathematical limit of, the size of a storm. And Storm Milton is looking like it's approaching that limit of mathematical, size. Guys, this is absolutely unbelievable what's happening right now just off the coast of Florida. This thing is due to hit Florida at around 2 a.m. Tomorrow morning, Florida time. So what's that, like 7 hours behind us? I don't know, guys. My maths may be wrong. But it's 2 a.m. Florida time on Thursday morning. So if you're in Florida right now, you don't have much time to get ready. There's a lot of speculation on the internet, guys, about weather manipulation. And people are saying that, Florida, Tampa is where there's like a strategic military command base in Florida, right? It's literally at sea level. They're saying that these swells of, guys, the water level is due to raise into Tampa around 15 feet. You can't even conceptualize that. That's like 2.5. It's like 2.5 people stood on top of each other. It's absolutely wild. At 2 feet, that is like a city destroyer. So 15 feet of water level, it's absolutely unbelievable. So let me just go straight to the share screen and we'll do a little bit about, we'll talk a little bit about Hurricane Milton hitting the United States. And then we're going to talk about what that's going to mean for us in the United Kingdom, maybe 10 days, like a week after this hits the United States. Because guys, the tail end of these always hit the United Kingdom. And because we're not used to this in the United Kingdom, obviously it's not going to be anywhere near as ferocious as it is in Florida. But, we are going to get the tail end of it. That means rain, that means winds, that means, a whole host of problems that we'll come on to after I've spoke about what's happening right now in Florida. Where are we? So I'll obviously share this article, guys. This is a live article from ABC News. Let me just refresh this real quick. Refreshing it in real time. Right. Hurricane Milton, storm strengthens to Category 5 storm again. So, these storms, they get more energy from the ocean, from the heat that's produced from the sun. That then cycles through the ocean and it makes these storms more powerful. Storm Milton, which is re-strengthening to a Category 5 hurricane Tuesday afternoon, is taking aim at Florida's west coast. Landfall is, right, so they're predicting this Wednesday night now. So I guess, 2 o'clock Thursday morning, Wednesday night, this is when these things are, this is supposed to be coming up to hit the shores. So these things naturally, when they hit the shore, they reduce in power because they've not got that engine of the ocean. So Milton is closing in as people in Florida are still, recovering from the devastation released by Hurricane Helene. Now, Hurricane Helene, that produced the previous records. And now this Storm Milton is smashing those records again. Guys, the United States is being hit by storm after storm right now. And it doesn't seem natural. Latest forecast, Milton has the potential to be one of the most destructive hurricanes on record for West Central Florida. Guys, when this thing hits, you're going to see absolute catastrophes hit Florida. It's going to be absolutely insane. Storm surges up to 15 feet of water. That's going to that will shatter the previous record that was just set 2 weeks ago by Hurricane Helene. So, guys, we're going to come. I'll share this article in the. I'll share this article below, guys, if you guys want to watch it. But that's kind of what's happening right now in the United States. If you live in Florida, Tampa, Orlando, people are really preparing for this storm. Normally, then, these storms, like I keep saying, we get the back end of these hit the United Kingdom. But the problem is when these things hit the United Kingdom, we're just not used to these things. If you live in Florida, you will have the right insurance. You'll have the right, you'll be used to these tropical storms hitting you. So naturally, you'll have you'll have the facilities there to deal with that. You'll have the evacuation plan. You'll have all your belongings readily available in waterproof bags, ready to go. In the United Kingdom, in fact, where I got it, we just don't have that. So that becomes a really big problem. Guys, if you take nothing else from this video, maybe now is the right time just to phone your insurance company up and make sure that you're covered in this event. Because, if you live in the United Kingdom or, guys, actually anywhere in the world, insurance company's job is to, they are a private company. So it's their job to maximize profit. And unfortunately, that means looking for any small print that they don't have to pay you guys out. I've heard so many horror stories where people, have blatantly been blatantly been missold insurance, where the insurance broker has said, yes, you're covered for this, yes, you're covered for that, and blatantly lied. And then you get you get your insurance documents through, you sign it because your insurance broker's told you what it says, and there's a load of, writing, and you just sign it because you think you get your insurance. But there lies the problem. When you come to claim on your insurance, I mean, my friend had this problem. Like, again, it was with a vehicle. He paid for an extra warranty on his vehicle. The warranty was to cover his engine. He signed for it. The gearbox he went in, thought he was under warranty. He'd been paying an extra premium. He says, is it not covered? He said, no, your engine's covered. This does not cover your gearbox. So my friend was like, yeah, but surely the engine is. And he's like, no. And, it's just little small terminology things that people assume. Guys, if you do nothing else, please go and check your insurance company. Phone them up. I know it's a hassle phoning your insurance company up. You're on hold for a long time. You have to listen to the music. You get through to someone, then you get through to someone else. Then they have to check. Then they're going to send you an email. It never comes. Guys, phone your insurance companies up now. Make sure your house is covered for storm damage, for water damage, anything you can think of. Just confirm it's covered. Try and record that conversation if you can. Make sure they send you documents out in their, email. Make sure you do that. Chase them up, because, guys, honestly, when this storm Milton hits, if your house is damaged, if your property is damaged, and this is on a mass scale, I can guarantee you that the insurance companies will be pushing out. I'm ringing. Hang on, guys. The insurance companies will be pushing. They will be trying to get out of paying you guys. All right. So just do that now. Get your insurance covered, because that's the main thing. Additionally to that, make sure you've got enough facilities in your house if the power goes down, which is likely if we have big rain, big wind. We don't have the manpower anymore. We don't have the infrastructure, and we don't have the supply chain in the United Kingdom to fix these problems quickly. Just look at us like a couple of days ago. The internet, the phone lines box, I don't know what they call them. It had been hit by a car. It took almost a week to get somebody out there to fix that, because they don't have the parts. These things not readily available. Everything's done on contracts now, and everything's a lot harder. Guys, look what's happening in the United States right now. Take this as a warning that things are going to hit the United Kingdom. How much ferocity they hit the United Kingdom, I genuinely don't know, but they will hit the United Kingdom and Western Europe. So make sure your insurance is in place for your house, for your car, for whatever other assets you have. Make sure you have enough, whatever it is you need to be in your house for a certain length of time, and just make sure you pay attention to what's happening. And as this storm's getting closer to the United Kingdom, Remember, more people are going to become agitated. More people are going to be out bulk buying water. You're going to get the Karen factor in the supermarkets. You're going to get the Karen factor everywhere, you know, and these things vanish really quickly. Look at the crazy toilet roll incidents we had in 2020. You know, as soon as these things hit mainstream, it's kind of too late then, because you see queues outside shops, you see shops selling out of certain items. Guys, take a precaution now and go and do it now. Obviously, you know, don't overspend, don't spend money that you don't have, but have triggers in your own family that you can say, listen, you know, if we're looking like, you know, if the weather reports, you can find these things easily online. Say to your family, look, you know, if this storm still, and I'm just speculating here, guys, if this storm Milton still has wind of, I'm just making this up, 80 mile an hour when it gets mid-Atlantic, maybe we should think about doing X, Y, and Z. You know, take these things now as your own responsibility, because, guys, I can guarantee you the police, the fire service, the ambulance service, they've all got families. Their families will be their first priority. So you will be left to deal with your situation initially on your own. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. I want to make this video short. Please share this video with anybody you think might need to listen to it. That is a warning, Storm Milton warning for people in the United Kingdom. Guys, I will speak to you guys soon.